I was going to do this video before I started, but the job went that quick that I've actually done it. Right, Hyundai Ioniq, full electric, and I had a battery warning came on the other morning to say that if I didn't plug the car into the supply at the rear, it might not start when I came back to it, which was a little bit awkward as I was on the start of a 12-hour shift and just sat outside work. So we're talking the 12-volt battery. That's the one that came off the car, and I've just been down to EcoBat in Kimmel Bay, used to be Manbat, and they've supplied me with a new battery. So I'll talk you through how we did it and what we did, any problems that arose. Okay then, before we start, we obviously disconnected the car from the charger. Don't want anything untoward happening there. We went down to EcoBat this morning, explained the issues I had, and that's the original manufacturer's equipment battery that was on it. Doesn't give us a great deal of details. We have the positive post on that side, the negative post on that side. It says 40 amp hour, and he was saying SE and EN are two completely different categories, so that just doesn't make sense at all. So we were at 12 volt 45 amp hour battery with turret terminals, positive there, negative there. Now what they did have, they had the same dimensions that would fit in the same place. I'll spin it round, which is a Vitara battery, and it's a 12 volt 40 amp hour Vitara. If you wanted to see the numbers on it, it's 813 540 125 033 3132. This battery wouldn't quite fit because these turrets you see in the middle, the centre bit there, the turret is too small for these terminals. So we either had, oh, the cap there, so we either had positive this side, negative that side, which was wrong, or we had positive this side, negative that side, which was right, but it's on the smaller turrets, not the larger turrets. So they sold me an adapter pack for about £3, which were these sleeves that clamp down to convert the smaller turrets into normal size. I'll call them normal size turrets. There we go, normal size turrets. So this battery would fit in the battery tray on the same dimensions as the last one, clamp down in the same way with the same clamp there, same amp hours, 12 volt, those two adapters, and it fitted on. I fired everything up, everything works a treat. To do this, it was a 13mm spanner, a 12mm spanner on that one, 10mm spanner for that one, and that one, and that one, with the two red marks on this car. So slacken those two off. I'll start again with this bit. I checked I could get it loose, 12mm spanner on that one. When you come to disconnect it, it's a 10mm spanner. So I had a 10mm spanner on that one, disconnected the earth, put it out the way. So the battery is now isolated from the car. Then I got a 10mm spanner on that side, slackened that off. If you did happen to touch anything with your socket or your spanner, not that there's anything much around here that's not plastic, it wouldn't short out because the negative has been disconnected. So pulled that off, put them out of the way, lifted the battery out, put it on the floor, picked up the new battery, put it down there, positive, nipped it up, negative, nipped it up, clamp, nipped it up, got inside the car, and everything works as it should. It's moving forwards, it's moving backwards. The memory from my radio stations has been retained, and everything seems to work just great. The bonnet shuts without catching on the battery. There's no it's still got good clearance on the cover, so there's going to be no shorting of the connectors on the bonnet. And there we go, how to change a 12 volt battery on a Hyundai Ioniq full electric. The 12 volt battery on these, if you're interested, runs all the normal car systems. It runs the central locking, it runs the air conditioning, it runs the heaters, it runs, oh, I'm not sure about the heaters. It runs the headlights, the indicators, it fires up the ECUs, operates the parking brake. So if that battery there, that little battery there goes flat on you, it cost me £50. If that little 50 quid battery there goes flat on you, you can't get into the car, you can't take the handbrake off, you can't put it in neutral, you are completely goosed. So first sign of warning signs, I'd get it changed. It's less than the price of half a tank of fuel for a normal ICE car. Get it changed, keep yourself on the road. If you like this, you know the score. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and as I do more jobs, I'll post more videos. Have a good time. See ya.